Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Today we are doing a little bit of a mass make. The weather's been cooler, I can get crafting again. So this is what I'm doing. I'm making these really simple journal cards out of stuff that's been laying around. Now I've had this book, and I can't remember, I think it was from 1946 or something. Anyways, it was this flower book. And it's got all these, every page has two of these. And then the next page was like writing. Either that or there was four pictures to a page. And then the writing is about the flowers that are on the other side. Something like that. Anyways, I probably have 250 of pictures like this. So I cut out a whole bunch. I think I got 30 here that I'm working on. But this is the final product. I think they're cute. They're simple. They'd go in any journal. So let's make some of these together. Now I've got the picture from the book. I've got a piece of old greeting card. I used to have a really good outlet for greeting cards that had never been used, but I'm still trying to use up all the cardstock that came. So we're using that. I need a little piece of some kind of old paper. I'm using some paper out of an old, very old hymn book, and the pages are quite fragile, so. And a little piece of lace, a couple little pieces of lace. I'm using this hole punch, and it's of this butterfly right here. So there's going to be one of those, and this is a Creative Memories one. I got it used from somewhere, so anything will do, a cutout, birds, whatever, flowers, anything you want. I'm just using the butterfly. And I am using my collage strips. Now, some of them, like this one here, I've cut out a couple butterflies out of there that I'm going to use. So then I'll use these other pieces on some of these cards. Some of them are still totally intact, so when I'm all done this project, then I'll just cut these and use them as just as like a bookmark type thing. You can see that one there. I've cut a couple butterflies. That's actually the butterfly I have here. So you don't have to use them just as collage strips. There's a variety of things you can do with them. So I've got a little number thing here. Now because I mass make them, I've got my pile here. And they're at this point here where I've ripped the card out and I've inked the card and I have the back with them. So that's what point all of these are at. So then I will do each stage the same, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and ink the edge of this here. Now to get this, all that I did was rip a little square out of the page of from the hymn book, and then I ripped that square in half. This was just a little strip that was right here on this, and then of course my cutout butterfly. Butterflies just seem to go with everything. So that's the stage that it's at. Now with this one, you can see I put a little tuft of thread there. All that I did was I want to decide which side I want my little paper triangle. I'm going to put it on this side. But all that I'm going to do is go down here and then back up and I'm going to tie it in a knot. I wanted to add a little bit more dimension to these cards, so that's what I did. Oops. My thread is not cooperating. So just tie it in a little knot. Snip it off. Doesn't matter how long those little threads are. I'm going to do the same thing in this corner. I'm not really making them in the same spot or anything like that. And sometimes I don't do like random very well. I tend to make all mine neat and tidy and same space and same this, same that. So there's that one, and let's do one more. So I'm going to make my corner over there. So down and up. I also thought like a staple would work good. A colored staple would be really nice, like a green staple or something like that. Or nothing at all. I just wanted to add a little something extra. And I figured, well, this would be just enough so I wouldn't really have to add anything in. Now, with the cards, using the old greeting cards, of course, we got the writing and stuff. But this one here, I'm going to glue this down just so it covers up that writing. Now the back, I'll show you what I'm going to do with the back in a moment. Let's dig out our art glitter glue. And let's glue this down. I'm just going to put a little bit around the edge. So around these flower pictures I have inked. I tore them with my ruler. And then I figured, well, I better get doing a video on these. Even though they're simple and easy, might give you a little idea. Okay, try to make that fairly even. And I'm going to turn it over and give it a good push. If I push it from the other side, then I might end up wrecking my stitching. So cut this. Try to cut it fairly even. And as I say, like, I'll do all these all at once. So my next stage for all these is doing the little stitching in 3 corners. Once I'm done all that, then I'll glue them all down. Now this one here, because that's closer there, I can put that over here and then I can cut that Merry Christmas off. Some don't have writing in the back, so I could even do it this way. Who knows, I'll decide that. But now we've got this away. And I'm going to ink this up. If I don't ink it up now, then I either forget or it becomes harder once you start adding more stuff on. And let's go ahead and ink this side too. I'm not sure if you can hear that noise coming from outside. Somebody's doing some carpentry and using a skill saw. So now we've got this. So then we've got our square piece. I don't care if that's upside down, because by the time I put other stuff on top, you're not really going to see it. I also thought about using something a little stronger than old fragile music paper. but I want to try to use up all this old paper that's got bits and pieces laying around. Just going to put that down there. But yeah, I thought, well, a pocket might be kind of cool. So that might be for some future use of some of the cards. We've got this piece here. Whoops, that's okay. I wanted it not quite so straight. And that will do it. Okay, let's put a little bit of this down here. And put that on there. The lace again gives a little bit extra dimension. And then this is just going on top. So nothing major for decoration wise or anything. That's just, and just kind of anywhere. Now I could even, you know, put a little picture of a dragonfly there, or some of them have little strips of flowers. I could put one of those underneath there, or all kinds of possibilities, but this is what I'm doing. Now the butterfly, I don't want to cover up the flowers, so I'm going to put the butterfly over here. And again, it's just to add a little bit of extra layer of goodness on there. And it uses up little bits of paper. Maybe you've got lots of cutouts. I actually was going to use the butterflies from the dollar store. So many people have them, but I didn't. Now these two were actually cutouts that I had already. They were already cut out. I've got a few more. I've got a little basket of all the goodies that I'll use, little bits of lace. There's some butterflies that I've cut out, my thread, etc. So I keep it in a little container like that, and then I can just move it off my desk. Now for the top, I just want to add a little extra. So this is like very white. I don't want it quite that white. So I'm just going to put some ink on there, just so then it's not white, and I'm going to just staple this on the top. Now part of the idea was I wanted it quick, I wanted it easy, and I tend to want to sew everything, and being that I hand stitch, that creates a backlog of items because it does take time to sew them. But there is my card, my journal card, just that easy, and they look wonderful. So I'll try to put the little square corner or the triangle on either side. So now the next one I'll do on this side to try to even it out. But I will go through each of these and I'll do my stitching on each of them and then pile them back up. So I'll do that because then that way I have my needle out, I have my thread out, and I can just keep going. Of course, there's different colors of these, but they're beautiful, beautiful images. Simple images. They're not really complicated. And again, here's another one with lots of words on there. Oh, and that's the other thing. Let's take care of the back. Now we've got this here. And we've got a few, the numbers I wouldn't worry about. There's a few numbers right there. But I don't want that. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this really fragile paper, and I'm just going to glue it over top of there, just like that. Nothing difficult, nothing fancy, just something to hide that. And now you might say, well, I'm just hiding it with something else with words. Yes, that is true, but you know us junk journalers, writing from an old book is okay, but the name of a card company, yeah. So that is going to go right. Now I can write on top of that, but that takes care of that writing. Like I say, this number, I could put a little piece on top of there if I wanted, but I'm okay with the number. And you can see I've done the same thing with the backs of these. I like them. Simple, easy, and they'll go good in so many journals. Now, I'm not worried about these knots coming undone. Usually I triple tie things. These I've only double tied, but if they come out untied, they're not going anywhere because the back is glued. But you can see on this one here, this was my first one, and I did with my knot on the back. And I decided, well, why not put the knot on the front? So then I did that on those ones. Hope you like this little mask make. I'll show them all once I finish them all in a What's Up video. And I can do the border as big or as small as I want. But I'm happy that I'm using up a bunch of the old card backs. It was a lot better than them getting thrown into the recycling in my eyes. And that's part of why I do the junk journal, is to recycle things that are normally going to end up in the landfill or being recycled. Being recycled better than the landfill. But there you go. There is some botanical journal cards for you. Hope you like it. Check out the other tutorials. Check out my other videos, the journal flip throughs, the What's Up videos, the challenge videos, all that fun stuff. Remember to subscribe, like, share. I hope to maybe get to 5,000 by the end of the year, but I think that'll be pushing it. But you never know. Tell your friends about my channel if you like it. And liking and sharing really helps with the YouTube algorithm stuff. So feel free to do that, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.